Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a fascinating source that breaks down the anatomy of stealth wealth. Now, I want you to imagine, just for a second, that you're walking around every single day harboring this incredible, entirely invisible financial secret. You're living a completely normal life, interacting with regular people, and absolutely no one around you has a clue just how much you actually own.
Okay, let's dive into this. $38.4 million. According to the source material we're digging into today, I want you to imagine that this massive number represents your actual, verified net worth. That is the kind of money that literally changes generations, right? Usually, you'd expect that to come with the flashy cars, designer clothes, the whole shebang of public attention. But in this scenario, your reality is totally detached from all those expectations.
Just think about the stark, honestly kind of humorous contrast in your daily life. On one hand, you've got this massive, multi-million-dollar reality. But on the other, well, consider what the barber who's cut your hair for years actually thinks you do. He literally thinks you're a claims adjuster, not some high-flying executive or CEO, just a regular guy working in insurance. All because you casually mentioned it once years ago, and, well, you just never bothered to correct him. And look, this level of complete invisibility, it isn't a fluke. It is strictly, meticulously by design.
Section 1. The Illusion of Ordinary. To really wrap our heads around how someone builds a shadow empire of this magnitude, we gotta go back in time. We need to rewind the clock back to when our protagonist was just 27 years old, standing at the very starting line of their real estate journey. You see, this massive $38 million empire didn't kick off with some high-profile corporate buyout or winning the lottery. No way. It started right here, buying a totally simple, modest duplex for $164,000. It was just a completely ordinary starting point for what was going to become an extraordinary, yet entirely invisible portfolio.
But here's the thing. Right in the middle of the closing process for that duplex, an experienced title agent asked this remarkably casual question. They just said, "Do you want the property in your own name or under an LLC?" You probably almost ignored it. But the agent explained that if a liability issue ever popped up, say an accident on the property, well, people could sue you personally if it wasn't held in a company name. So you made a choice right then and there. For less than $100, you went with the LLC. At the time, actually, it felt like nothing more than boring, tedious paperwork.
Section 2. The Foundation of Protection.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Because little did you know, that single unremarkable moment at the closing table was the genesis of a massive structural architecture. It was literally the first brick in what would eventually become an impenetrable financial fortress. As the source maps out, by your early 30s, that one rental snowballed into several. Just look at the chronological evolution. Year 0, you've got that first LLC. By year 5, multiple LLCs are popping up as the portfolio expands. By year 10, a holding company sits right on top of them. And then finally, around year 15, a trust quietly steps in to become the ultimate owner of the entire holding company. This layered chronological evolution, that is the literal architecture of stealth.
Now, this whole structure was actually driven by a lawyer's advice. They told you never keep too many properties under a single LLC, because one bad lawsuit could completely jeopardize the whole portfolio. And that brings us to the core strategy. Sure, it might look like a complicated mountain of paperwork, but the strategy itself is incredibly simple and, frankly, pretty unglamorous. Separate the ownership, reduce the risk, protect everything. Every new investment was simply another carefully placed layer of defense.
Section 3. Surviving the ultimate tests.
Now, a theoretical fortress is great and all on paper, but it means absolutely nothing until it's actually attacked. So let's shift gears and look at the first major crisis that stress-tested this carefully constructed mountain of paperwork in the real world. Suddenly it happens. A freezing winter day. A tenant slips on an icy staircase. And before you even know what's hitting you, an aggressive lawsuit is filed demanding hundreds of thousands of dollars. Suddenly, everything you've worked for is right in the crosshairs. The threat is massive. The anxiety is spiking. This is exactly the kind of catastrophic event that wipes out unprepared real estate investors literally overnight.
But then, you take a breath. Because as the dust starts to settle, the reality of your structure really takes hold. That lawsuit, it only reached the single LLC that owned that specific building. It absorbed the entire hit. Meanwhile, your personal assets, your savings, every single one of your other properties, completely, entirely untouched. That single boring $100 decision you made back at 27 had literally just saved your entire financial life.
Section 4. The Architecture of Privacy. Okay, so surviving a lawsuit is one thing, but maintaining that day-to-day invisibility, that's a whole different ballgame.
Operating in the shadows like this requires an invisible team. We're talking registered agents handling official mail, bankers opening accounts without you ever having to step foot in a branch, legal retainers. Keeping the system running costs tens of thousands of dollars every single year. But what it buys you is the ultimate luxury, pure privacy. While everyone else was out there buying flashy sports cars, you quietly drove a reliable used SUV, the absolute ultimate camouflage. And when folks asked what you did for a living, you just casually replied, mostly real estate. Technically true, but completely, totally understated.
And this commitment to stealth went deep. It even extended to your own family. When your sister was really struggling financially, you didn't just write some massive, suspicious check that would instantly raise a bunch of red flags. Instead, you used a very deliberate four-step approach. You stepped in to help organize her finances. You spotted and corrected billing mistakes. You actually negotiated payment plans with her creditors. And only after all of that did you quietly cover the remaining balance.
And this brilliantly illustrates a core philosophy of the stealth wealth mindset. Family members never actually knew the full picture of your wealth. Not because you didn't trust them, but honestly, for their own sake. As the source text so eloquently puts it, sometimes protecting people also means protecting them from knowing too much. It stops the family dynamic from changing overnight and keeps them totally safe from the burden of carrying your secret.
Section 5. The final test.
Now, the ultimate threat wasn't just some random slip-and-fall accident. The true test of this entire invisible empire came when an old business associate filed a massive lawsuit against you personally. He was absolutely 100% convinced you were secretly hiding immense wealth, and the hunt was incredibly aggressive. Opposing lawyers were tearing through public records, desperately searching for hidden assets and significant wealth. They were turning over every single stone looking for the millions they just knew you had. But look at what they actually found. An ordinary home, a used vehicle, a totally modest checking account. It was incredibly mundane. What they entirely failed to find was the sophisticated multi-layered trust and holding company structure that was silently operating behind everything else.
And because they found virtually nothing to attack personally, that original massive demand just completely collapsed. The case ended up settling for a remarkably small fraction of what they initially wanted. And as the source notes, this outcome? It wasn't luck. Not at all. It was because years of quiet, meticulous preparation did exactly what they were designed to do. Those tens of thousands you spent on the invisible team proved to be the absolute greatest investment you ever made.
Section 6. The true meaning of wealth.
Let's transition to the present day to wrap up this remarkable case study. After decades of building, structuring, and surviving, where exactly does someone with nearly $40 million invisible dollars find themselves? Well, it culminates in a remarkably ordinary, super grounding moment. Picture this. You're standing in the aisle of a local hardware store, wearing inexpensive clothes, just buying a simple plumbing fitting worth a couple of bucks. And right there, under those buzzing fluorescent store lights, you casually open an email on your phone from your accountant.
So, the crucial point is what happens next. You open the report, and right there at the top is that number, $38.4 million. And there's no dramatic celebration in aisle 4, no champagne popping, just this quiet internal confirmation that everything you spent years building is working absolutely perfectly. The cashier rings you up completely unaware, the people walking past you have no idea, and your barber, yep, he still thinks you're just adjusting insurance claims.
We're going to leave you with this final thought from the source material. Because true wealth isn't always about owning more. Sometimes it's